Of course, as you know, over the years, it doesn't take a lot to for things to switch around. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. And it looks like we are off.
Yeah, certainly. We've had some lead changes in some other races. The last time you and I commentated together, it was Bad App and Jeremy MKW, and there was the potential for an upset there. So there's always potential for an upset, and we got some different strategies going on here. TJ going small through 1-1, Kaku picking up the mushroom. Definitely the safer route is to shroom up in 1-1 and 1-2. We'll see for TJ if he goes for fast 1-2 strats or if he does a little bit safer strategies.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he runs big fire strats or small fire strats. I don't think he's a small only runner. But I guess we will find out here in a moment. So Kaku, as expected, is picking up the fire flower early in 1-2, which
TJ's
is
going for it.
Oh yeah, very nice. So Kaku is a little bit behind now. He should make up some ground here shortly, assuming that TJK is going to pick up some power ups here.
Yeah, for sure. And Kaku hits the block at the base of the flagpole there to avoid getting a 6 in the ones digit of the timer. If you get a 6 or a 3 or a 1 in the ones digit of the timer on a flagpole level to end the level, you will get either 6, 3, or 1 fireworks. And oh no, TJ takes a death going for the faster fire or mushroom grab. There's two ways you can play that. You can go over the coin block or underneath the coin block and over that elevator. He tried to go underneath and this time you see him going over the safer version. Ooh. And almost takes another spill.
He got a little close to the edge there, but he's got it this time.
Yeah, so now we'll just have to see whether he goes for big fire or small fire. That's still an option that he has available to him in 1-4. It'll be faster to do big fire at this point, especially because he's taken a death. So we'll see if he does that or if he sticks with a small fire strategy. I don't know if that's his strategy, but we'll just see what he does here. It'll be right under this question block. He does go for big fire. Nice grab there, too.
Yeah, pretty quick grab there by TJK. Kaku looked like he had pretty nice Bowser kill there. We'll be moving on to World 2.
And TJ gets the forward Bowser and jumps straight over him and turns around for the kill. Nicely done in 1-4. Kaku, meanwhile, in 2-1.
So Kaku's going through 2-1 pretty well here. So I guess at this point, Kaku's about 3/4 of a level ahead at this point, roughly.
And TJ taking a little spill there, but avoiding any damage. Oh, and right as I say that, commentator's curse, avoiding any damage. He takes some damage, but there is a power-up right there for him, so he is able to grab that power-up, and he will finish out 2-1 as Big Mario going into the swim. We'll see if he employs the duck swim strategy, the crouch swim, where you turn Big Mario into a small Mario hitbox because he doesn't have fire. Kaku, meanwhile, he has fire, so he's able to just blast these enemies out of the way with his fireballs.
Yeah, I would anticipate that he would go for the duck swim because there's really no downside to doing that at this point.
The one thing we should mention, I think he did do the duck swim there. The one thing we should mention is TJ actually soft-locked doing the duck swim in last year's tournament. So he needs to be careful not to soft lock this time. But he did soft lock, I think, in last year's tournament with the duck swim. There's a spot right at the end at the pipe where Mario can fit in there, but then once his feet touch the ground, he'll turn back into Big Mario and get shoved into the wall there. So hopefully no soft lock here coming up for TJ. And he doesn't.
Yeah, we've actually had that happen in the past 2 years by different people. I think we had Mr. Cab in the 2018 tournament. He's soft lock in the pipe above and 8-4 in the water section. Yeah, and just to show it can happen to anybody, I was at GDQ this past year and happened to Roy LT in a race that we were doing, and so it can happen to the best of us, absolutely. Yeah, that's not a difficult mistake to make by any means. No, for sure. But Kaku into 2-4, and TJ going through 2-3. Kaku is coming up this elevator section. Can be a little tricky because that fireball height can be pretty different from Bowser, but comfortably through there. Nicely done for Kaku 261 on the timer, and TJ is making his way about a level behind, and
again, both of them are now powered up. So TJ had a really good swim given the fact that he was only regular Big Mario. He grabbed that power up in 2-3. So we're back to both players being powered up, and Kaku holding about a 1-level lead.
Let's see, TJK finishing up 2-4 here. Oh no, and he takes a hit to the fireball there. And he's got the iframes to make it through Bowser. So I guess he will probably try to pick up some power-ups in 3-1. Nice 347 by Kaku with the stairs there. That's actually a pretty tricky little section to get that correctly.
Yeah, there's a couple ways you can do it to get the optimal 347 with doing those stairs. You can shoot both Koopas, or you can shoot the first one and kind of turn jump over that second Koopa. Both are viable options that'll get you a 347. There's also some safer strategies to get you a 345 on those stairs. So TJ doesn't have fire here, but he will power up, grab both power-ups in 3-1.
TJK back to full strength here. He had a fairly quick stairs there too when it got to it. So he's got a 335 to finish up 3-1. Kaku going on to 3-3. This one's an interesting little level. If you're going through the level quickly, when you pick up the coins, it kind of goes to the beat of the music a little bit here in this next little section.
Yep, absolutely. And TJ is in 3-2. We'll see if he does the despawn strategy. He shoots a couple turtles out of the way here, and does not actually get the despawn. So he didn't do what's called the Thank You Goofy strategy, where you shoot a specific set of turtles in line to the music beats, which will despawn the final Goomba there. But no problem for TJ. Kaku in 3-4 takes that first Potaboo nice and safe. I think that's a very good idea. And he will take the rest of the Potaboos safe as well. If you just kind of wait out those Potaboos, they will be variable heights, but pretty much any height, as long as you slow down enough, you'll be able to eventually get over them and not have too much trouble. But as we've seen, even safe strategies, sometimes you can bonk your head on the ceiling or miss a jump short because you're trying to slow down and don't get speed back up. So 3-4 can be pretty tricky.
Yeah, TJK starting 3-4. Kaku's about halfway through 4-1. Oh no, and TJK takes a hit there, I believe, to the Potaboo there early in 3-4. So he can't get fire back, but he does pick up the mushroom. We'll see if he waits here a little bit. Yes, he does. And he's going to use some safe strats to make it through the end of this level. Slide under Bowser, and he will move on to World 4. Kaku moving on to 4-2. We'll see which strat he uses here. Some players like to take the top route. Some people like to take the bottom route. So we'll see which one he decides to take here. Both, if done optimally, are the same. Take the same amount of time. So let's see which way he goes here. He's going to go top route.
Yeah, and meanwhile, TJ foregoing the 4-1 first power-up. He's not going to get the second power-up either. That one's too tricky to get. So I think he will probably grab the Fire Flower at the start of 4-2 would be my best guess. And going for Flagpole Glitch, doesn't quite get it. He almost got it. He kind of clipped into the block there. But I think his A-press was a little early because Mario didn't jump right away. So good attempt on the FPG for TJ there. And Kaku safely through 4-2, like you said, taking that top route.
So we'll see if TJK takes the top or the bottom route. Not sure which one he takes, but I think we'll find out here in just a second. There, he's going to pick up fire. We'll
nice
see
buffer jump.
And he is going to take the top route as well. Kaku made his way safely through 4-3. We'll see.
He got the sky boots, so he got the extra frame rule there.
Yeah, I was trying to see if he did, and I wasn't entirely sure if he got it.
Yeah, I was able to tell by the coin flash. So sky boots, for those of you who may not know what it is, if you play 4-3 perfectly without slowing down, and then there is a 2-frame window you can jump off of that final elevator to the flag, and what will happen is Mario, when he slides down the flagpole, will end up 1 pixel above the block instead of resting on the block. And that'll save 2 frames, which is enough to actually save an extra frame rule, which is a 21-frame window. The game checks for level completion every 21 frames. So essentially, you will catch the next train.
Kaku made it through 4-4 pretty well, so we're into the second half of the game for him. This is where the level difficulty starts to ramp up a little bit. World 5's got a few tricky levels, particularly 5-3 if you get some bad bullet bill spawns. 5-2's not exactly easy either. depending on the route that you take through that.
Looks like TJ's input just dropped right there. He just came to a stop after he was falling through the first part there. But he gets the Bowser kill, 340 after 4-4. Kaku in 5-2 avoided any potential bill troubles there at the beginning of 5-2. There can be some tricky bullet bills that fire at the start of 5-2. And so far, cleanly through 5-2 for him. Gets the jump off there to avoid any issues. So I guess he did slow down because he had to bonk there to avoid a 6 on the timer. So I didn't see the beginning of the level, but no worries on the bullet bills there. And he's going into 5-3, which is very difficult with random bullet bills.
Let's see what kind of patterns he gets on 5-3 here. Sometimes you get good patterns. Sometimes you get some really nasty ones to have to deal with. Looking pretty good so far.
And instead of stomping the Goomba, he chooses to shoot the Koopa strat, which also works the way he plays it. So nicely done for Kaku, avoiding any bad bills and getting through 5-3. Meanwhile, TJ in 5-2, and so far so clean for him as well in 5-2. So both players making nice work of World 5 at this point.
You see, saw Kaku delayed there just a little bit at the beginning of the stage under the item block so that he could set up for a good firebar pattern for this level. There's a specific strat that you can do to set up a pretty much guaranteed good firebar. Oh no, and he misses the shot on Bowser there. And so he's going to lose his power-up, but he made it through, so he's going to have to pick up power-ups again in World 6, unfortunately.
And TJ with a nice duck under the very, I guess the second bullet bill you can get. The first one's right at the beginning of the level, but that second bullet bill, very nice duck, and he makes it through 5-3 cleanly, so well done for him with one tricky bill in that level. The rest were pretty nice. Kaku, meanwhile, he's going to grab power-ups in 6-1. There's two pretty comfortable power-ups to get here. Here's the second one. And the main thing is just dealing with these spinies right there. He goes through the middle of two spinies, and well done by Kaku on the power-up grabs.
Looks like TJK didn't exactly get the greatest firebar pattern that I could tell. It looked like he had to stop there just a little bit. Oh, and he didn't quite get the duck there, so he's going to take another hit here. And he's going to wait on Bowser, and looks like he's going to make it through there. Meanwhile,
Kaku in 6-2, yeah.
Yeah, so this is with fire. This can be a pretty fun level. It's got a lot of technical execution to it to get through it quickly and stuff. But it's a fun level to watch.
It's a fun level to play, especially once you get the hang of it. It's pretty frustrating at first when you're learning it, but after you learn it, it's a really fun level to play. I think most of the Mario runners will agree.
Yeah, it's once you get used to it with fire, it's pretty fun. Doing it small is maybe not so much fun. Oh, he took a hit there.
He went for the Lakitu kill instead of trying to go under the spinies, and he got the Lakitu kill, but he also, unfortunately, after bopping Lakitu, fell into a double spiny throw from Lakitu. So unfortunate there for TJ. And he will not have fire going into 6-2. Really tough level without fire.
He can pick up this mushroom if he decides to. Looks like he's going to do that, but that's the only power-up in this level, aside from the star in the later part of the level. So no fire for TJK on this level.
If he does get the star, he has the chance for the fun music continuation through the castle. That's always a fun one.
Yeah,
looks like skipping the fire. Or the star, I mean. So Kaku made mincemeat of 6-4. Nicely done there, and he is into 7-1. So 6-4 was a repeat of 1-4. 7-1 is its own unique level, but then 7-2 and 7-3 you all will recognize as copies of 2-2 and 2-3, but with more enemy placements. And in 7-1, it's really helpful to have Fire Flower because of these Hammer Bros that you see. If they were to get in your way, it's really nice to be able to just Fire Flower them out of the way. If you don't have Fire Flower, it can be a whole lot trickier.
Yep, absolutely. So Kaku will be going into 7-2. It's pretty important at this point that he manages to keep fire, as there's only one more power up, which is in 7-3 until 8-2. So if you don't manage to make it into World 8 with fire, then you either have to take some safe strats through 8-1 that slows you down a little bit, or go super aggressive and try to save some time there, which is pretty risky.
weird pattern there, but he got through it, no problem for Kaku. And meanwhile, TJ taking a death.
Yeah, it looks like he ran into or jumped into the first Podoboo there. That's a little tricky, especially if you get a pretty low one. It could be kind of difficult because you have to jump pretty low to make it under that first one. It looks like
TJ did really well on that second start to 6-4. Perfect going under that Podoboo, grabbing the power up, and now on to 7-1. I'm curious if he'll strategically game over here in 7-1 despite being Big Mario, because he's down to 1 life. So if he intentionally game overs and continues, that'll give him a chance to refill all of his lives.
He's still going. So it looks like he's going. Oh, and he took a shot to with the bullet bill there.
And this is where it gets tricky. He may have a bad pattern here. He gets a good pattern, so he's going to go for it and grab the mushroom here. I think that's smart, considering he only has 1 life left.
He's got all the bullet bills there.
Yeah, he had a lot of friends going with him to the flagpole there. Meanwhile, Kaku through 7-3. 7-4 is another maze level, but shouldn't be too difficult. The main thing to for 7-4 is to just not bonk, because if you bonk, Mario could potentially get pushed to the right of the screen, kind of like in 4-2, if any of you are familiar with the most infamous level in all of SMB 1. And he doesn't take any bonks, so he's pretty easy to not fail the maze there when you don't bonk. But if you do bonk, you can sometimes get pushed off the screen, or to the right of the screen, I should say, and that'll kind of screw with Mario's position on tripping up the maze, and that could make you loop the maze. So that's the main thing you need to worry about in 7-4.
Yeah, it's an easy thing to do and all that stuff. You're running through this empty hallway and you're just kind of bored, and you start bonking your head against the ceiling, and then you don't get the you don't hit the checkpoints for the maze, and you have to start it back over.
Yeah.
So Kaku looking pretty good. He's got fire through 8-1. He's able to shoot everything out of his way that he needs to. TJK is through 7-2, so we'll see him probably attempt to pick up the fire flower in 7-3, which can be a little tricky with the cheap cheeps. They can fairly commonly give you some bad patterns that make grabbing that power up a little difficult, but hopefully he get some nice cheap cheeps here.
Solid pattern, a little bit of difficulty with the grab, which, oh my goodness, these are some Dodge Master dually type dodges here. Holy cow. Really nicely done by TJ to avoid taking any hits there. Definitely, whew. Go ahead.
Yeah, that one right after he grabbed the power up was so close to him. Oh,
they were dancing. Meanwhile, Kaku clean through 8-2 at this point. Just got to watch out for any tricky Koopa there at the end, and doesn't get any tricky Koopas. So well done by Kaku. TJ clean through 7-4. Nicely done up to the Bowser fight here. And Kaku going into 8-3 with Fire Flower, which is great to have for the Hammer Brothers, because they can be pretty tricky if you don't have the Fire Flower.
Yeah, the first couple of sections not... okay, they all went down on the bottom for him, so that definitely makes that easy.
Gotta watch out for that hammer.
Yeah, and sometimes you can get those backwards hammers that, he attempted to brush against the coin block there that kind of hides in with the rest of the castle, or with the other blocks. But it looks like he jumped over a little bit, but all good.
He also had a hammer, so I think he was trying to slow down and avoid the hammer and everything. If you shoot those Hammer Bros from far away, there is potential for them to throw hammers backwards that could kind of get in your way. If you shoot them up really close, though, there is one really troll pattern where the Hammer Bro can land on your head. So it's a little bit of 6 of one, half dozen of the other on what you prefer for shooting the Hammer Bros with fire.
Nice wall jump from Kaku.
Yeah, beautifully done.
So into the water section here. Looks like he did the duck swim, so he should be able to squeeze under the fire bar here pretty easily, and he does. And he's just got this last room. Don't do that.
Alrighty, Kaku through.
The 1932.
Yeah, well done by Kaku. Get your GGs out in chat for Kaku. He improves to 1-1 in his group. A loss versus Mars, but a win over TJ. TJ, meanwhile, heading into 8-3. He's still got his Fire Flower, so that'll be good for him going into 8-3. And let's hope he finishes out this run strong. It is definitely a good thing that he's got his Fire Flower because that'll help a lot. Oh, no. Commentator curse. He got what we were talking about. He got the backward hammer, and it kind of got in his way. He pulled left to avoid it, and unfortunately didn't get up on the stairs there. So he will take a game over, and looks like he is actually forfeited from the race, knowing that Kaku has already finished in SRL. So understandable decision. Don't want to go through World 8 again like that, but he did put up a really good effort, and just unfortunate pattern there at the end for him. So that was TJ's first race in this tournament. So in the group standings, we have Mars in first place with 1 win. In second place, we have Kaku with 1 win and 1 loss. In third place, we have Sweets to the Sweet with 0 wins and 0 losses. No matches played yet. And TJ, taking that loss, moves to 0-1 and has technically the worst record right now, but still 2 matches to go for TJ. Really nice race, though. Lots of good skills by both players. Kaku with a wonderful race, and TJ with some excellent skills, nice dodges, and very good, especially really good dodges. But that group is gonna get pretty interesting. Sweets to the Sweets has yet to run, and TJ moving to 0-1, but we'll still have a chance to grab a couple wins here.
And let's see. Let's take a look at the schedule for what we've got coming up. I believe we have another one here at about, an hour and a half. I think we're both commentating that one as well.
Yep. Looks like LK versus Jeremy over on SpeedGaming, the original, so twitch.tv/SpeedGaming at 9 p.m. USA East Coast time, 6 p.m. USA Pacific time. So again, that's Jeremy versus LK, and that's going to be a fantastic matchup. Jeremy escaped his first matchup with Bad App, winning by about 20 seconds. And but in that whole group there's Jeremy, The Call, LK431, and Bad App. So a really tough group there. Lots of great players, and so it's going to be Jeremy versus LK. This will be LK's first matchup in the group. The Call also has yet to race, and as we mentioned, Jeremy and Bad App faced each other, with Jeremy winning by about 20 seconds. But so that'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern time on twitch.tv/SpeedGaming.
Also, that one looks like it's planning to be restreamed on SpeedGaming Espanol as well, for those of you who want to watch it. And with Spanish commentary, it looks like it'll be streamed there as well.
Yep.
But let's see. So that's what we've got for today. We have 2 tomorrow, looks like.
Yeah, 2 tomorrow. We actually have a doubleheader on the first one tomorrow. Or I shouldn't say a doubleheader, but 2 races at once in the first setup there tomorrow. So we've got Stewie Cartman versus the Elder Spork. And we have LK431 versus Bad App, both at 9 p.m. East Coast USA time, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then immediately after that, maybe a half-hour break or so, ballpark, we will have at 10 p.m. East Coast USA time, JT Knott versus London. So another amazing race, and I'll be commentating both of those, and the Elder Spork will be joining me for the second one. He can't commentate the first one because he's racing the first one, but he'll be joining me on commentary for the JT Knott versus London. So if you guys are sick of me by the end of tomorrow, I will completely understand. I've got the next 4 races in a row in this tournament of commentary.
But yeah, that's what we've got coming up tomorrow. Looks like we don't have any interviews to go. I guess we should wrap it up here. Do you have any final comments?
No, nothing major. Just wanted to say GG's to both runners. They put on a good show, and I look forward to the rest of the runs from that group. And also, once again, just a reminder, in about an hour and a half, we'll have another race between Jeremy MKW and LK431 on twitch.tv/SpeedGaming. So that'll do it for this episode. We are going to wrap up the commentary here. So I will catch you all. Rupert, we'll catch you all. We'll both be on commentary for that next race in about an hour and a half. Have a good one, everyone.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.